All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. We are still live from Easterseals Colorado. So we are going to be doing the Rehabilitative Strengthening class, just like we did our morning mindfulness, live here with a couple participants. So join along at home, just like you've been doing. We'll do our part here at Easterseals Colorado. And yeah, we'll keep moving forward with this Monday. So today I don't have a quote for you, but I just have a little Monday motivation. As I was doing the research, these four simple, I'll put it in quotes, but we'll say four straightforward instructions came across. And I just really appreciated what it had to say. So it says, drink more water, get more sleep, eat right, and exercise, right? So we're trying to keep it pretty straightforward. No need to get all convoluted with a whole bunch of different directions or instructions. Nope, we are just going to keep it simple. So drink more water, get more sleep, eat right, and exercise. So we will do our part with the exercise. We'll continue with the chair activities and chair strengthening. Like I said, we've got a couple of our participants here, so they're going to join along as well. And just as a reminder to everyone at home specifically, make sure that you're listening to your body, right? Everything I'm offering today is a guidance. It's a suggestion, but you really want to make sure you're tuning into what is safe for you, making sure you're stable at all times and avoiding any pain. Right, so I will encourage maybe a couple more reps or speeding up the activity. But really just listen to what your body's telling you. If you start to get uncomfortable or there's pain, definitely back off. If your heart rate is a little too high or you're breathing too fast or you're getting too lightheaded, just slow down, maybe take a breather. You really just want to make sure that you're tuning into what your personal well-being is telling you. So that in mind, I will continue to try and be loud over the mask, and we'll keep moving forward. So go ahead, feel free to watch my body motions here. I'll try and give verbal cues. And we do have some music with us today. I took my own request. I was in the mood for some Beatles. So we've got a Beatles playlist. We'll see what comes up, getting into a little bit more classic rock this week. So welcome, you guys. Hope you're having a great Monday, and we'll get started. All right, so again, we'll come, that chair's right in the way. Let me move that, guys, sorry. There we go. It's a little different setup than my home studio, if you will. Having to get used to moving all these things. But we want to make sure that we're in our starting position. So again, the whole time you really want to make sure your legs and your hips are steady so that you have a good base for all the activity that's going to come from that. Also, I have water here, my tea. If you need some kind of refreshment, you need yours, or do you have yours? You got yours? Okay, perfect. And those of you at home, if you have a glass of water, just make sure you're staying hydrated, right? A lot of times, especially as we move a little faster, it's easier to get a bit more parched and to get dehydrated. So make sure you fill up. I'm going to take a quick sip. All right, and then, as we always do, we will start with a couple deep breaths just to clear everything out. Now these breaths, feel free to have them act as like cleansing breaths, right? So pulling the air in, and then when you exhale, open the mouth and really let it go. Good, and feel free to sigh anything out, just let that heavy breath leave. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good, you might hear some sighs over here, so let's go ahead and do one more. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome, awesome job, you guys. Nice way to get started. For those of you at home, go ahead, come to your starting position, get ready. Same with our participants here. We'll get the music going. And we'll play around with the volume. We get some echoing noise here in this building, so. Okay. All right, we're going to start with our spine here, warming up everything in our midline, and we'll start with drop our chin down and then lift it up. Drop the chin down and lift it up. Good. We'll just slowly get into it. You want to do about 10 reps. Now, normally if I'm here, Bill is counting for me, but Bill is tasked with another chore at the moment. So we'll aim for about 10, but keep in mind that whatever feels good for your body, maybe a couple less, a couple more. Just let it come naturally and do what feels okay in your body. Don't forget, keep that breath moving, smooth and steady the whole time. Nice job, you guys. We're probably over 10 there, so we'll go ahead, come back to center. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed while your spine lengthens. And now this time we're going to go side to side, right? So dropping the ear to the shoulder, back to the center, ear to the shoulder, and just keep going. Good. Keeping the breath moving softly in, softly out, especially as we start to pick up the pace and you're focusing more on strength and endurance. Your muscles are going to need even more oxygen. So even though it's probably easier to get winded or kind of let your breath take over, it's really important to keep that breath smooth and steady. Nice job, you guys. Feeling the muscles of the neck engaged. And one more each side. And then we'll come back through center. Doing okay, Lou? Awesome. Nice job. Love it. All right, come on back to that starting position, and now we're going to do shoulder rolls. So we do these in the morning class, but here you can really focus on the active engagement instead of using it to stretch, right? So really getting those shoulders lifted and then relax them down. Really pull them up to the ears and back down. Good. And just like the morning session, you can go backwards, you can go forwards. You really can change it up just so that you get the full rotation, get full mobility. Awesome job. Really get those traps engaged. You got the needles going on in the background. Can't be a bad day, right? It's a good day to have a good day. There you go. You guys can't see him, but you can hear him in the background. It's our dear friend Lewis. Lewis always says it's a good day to have a good day. He's my daily motivation. We're here. All right, come on back to the starting position. So this next one, we really want to focus on engaging all the muscles in the front of our body, right? So our legs are in our starting position, feet are flat. You can just rest your hands on your lap or down by your side. And the point here is to really engage all the muscles in the front, almost like you're doing a crunch or like a sit-up. So you're pulling your belly muscles in, pulling your pec muscles in, maybe even a little engaging the neck here. And then come back to seated. Good. Do it again. Pull everything forward. And then come back to seated. Good. Now while you're pulling forward, you might feel a stretch in the back. That's okay. As long as there's no pain with it, it's just kind of an added bonus. Good. So we're squeezing everything forward, engaging those muscles. Nice job, you guys. And again, going at the pace that feels best for you. Nice job. Couple more, just like that. Pull all those muscles in. Feel like you're basically doing a seated crunch here, right? Nice. All right, one more. And then come on back up to seated. Woo! Doing okay? Nice. How's everyone doing at home? Hopefully okay? Nice job, you guys. All right. chair, maybe down in the seat, or you can even grab the back of your chair, right? And with one or both hands, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then the goal here is to squeeze all the muscles in your back body. So pulling those shoulder blades together, feel the low back engage, really feel from your tailbone up to the base of the head, kind of curl in towards itself. And then you're going to relax. Good. Let's squeeze everything together, and then relax. Nice. And you want to give yourself those breaks in between. So just allowing the muscles to rest and reset enough so that they can turn around and re-engage. Right? And that's where you're going to get the focus on the strength and the endurance. Good. Keep the breath moving. And again, the front of the chest might stretch. You might feel that. That's okay. It's just an added bonus. Yeah, we all just ate lunch here too, so it's like, I just feel your big lunch belly stretching open too. All right, guys, let's do one more, just like that. And relax. Woo! Nice job. Let's go ahead and take a breath to reset here. So inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. I'm going to take a sip of water between the mask and yelling. My voice is going to go a little bit, get a little dehydrated. For everyone at home, feel free to take a break. All right. So again, anytime you're starting to turn up the pace or increase the reps, you want to make sure you stay hydrated, don't get too lightheaded, right? Really just monitor how your body's reacting. All right, we're going to get into our arms and our hands and our fingers a little bit more here. So, from the starting position, right, feet are flat, feel your spine nice and long, sit up tall. Similar to the action we did in our earlier class, right, we can take the hand grip of our choice, either fingers in between, fingers cupped over one another, hand gripping and supporting one hand, or just using one arm, whatever feels good. And then we're going to go up, and then come on down. Good, you're going to come up, and come down, and nice and slow, right? So you want to control it equally as it goes up, and then equally as it comes down. Try not to just let those arms flop. Good. Keep the breath moving, and make sure you're avoiding pain, right? If anything starts to pinch, or if it causes added injury, you just want to back off a little bit. So maybe that even means just coming to shoulder height and down. Wherever you're at, everyone's going to be just a little different, and that's okay. Nice. Is that one feeling okay? So working it? Good. Good. Nice. Awesome. Good job, Lou. All right, this next one, we're going to take it as high as you can go, and then we're going to go side to side. So getting that core engaged a little bit more motion in the shoulder girdle, and then still getting a good stretch to those shoulders. Not only is it stretching the shoulders, but your muscles are working to keep those arms lifted up overhead, right? So we're pairing strength with mobility. Nice job. Take another breath in here, and then we'll slowly lower down. Good. Give yourself a rest there. Yeah, maybe take a deep breather. Nice. We're doing good, right? We're hanging in there. All right, so the next one that we're going to do is we're focusing on flexion at the elbow. So flexion bends it up, and then extension straightens it out. So flexion up, extension down. Yep, and you guys can see him. Lou's doing, again, variation on the hand grip. You can either do fingers in between, cupped over, just assisting one arm, or doing a bicep curl with only one arm. So I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see here. And it's just so that you can see how these arms are hanging down nice and heavy, right? And then the goal is to pull those arms up into the chest and back down. Nice. Good work. Really focus on squeezing the bicep as you lift the arm up, and then squeezing the tricep as you lower it down. Good. All right. And these I like to come a little closer, you guys, so that you can actually see my hand motions so that I'm not so far away. But this next one that we're gonna do, and Lou, you know this, it's pronation down, right, with the palm down, and then supination up. Yep, exactly, yeah. So, and again, a couple different hand variations for you guys at home. So you can either take hands, fingers in between each other, right, intertwined. You can take a cup grip. If you're using one hand to support the other two, you can get down actually in the forearm and help rotate. Or you can just do it with one hand. Now again, the important part here is we're trying not to move the shoulder, right? So nice job, Lou. Your arm is perfectly just relaxed and he's got motion only happening here in the forearm. You're doing good. Yep, that's perfect. We got an A+ student over here, guys. Yeah. All right, keep it going, keep the breath moving. Even though it might seem like a smaller motion, it's equally as important. The muscles require just as much oxygen. It's no different. There we go. Got a little Van Morrison coming on. All right. And then if you start to get tired, you can shake those hands out, loosen them up a little bit. You can even use one hand to kind of massage out the one that might be a little bit more tired or a bit more fatigued. All right, let's see, how we doing? We're doing good. We're gonna get into wrist motion. So we're gonna do flexion and extension, right? Flexion is forward, extension is backward. Good, perfect. And then again, couple options. Hands in between, or fingers in between. Hands cupped. You can use one hand to assist the other. Or you can just do the one hand. So keep in mind, especially for all of you who are at home, and it might just be you watching this, just know that everyone here looks a little different, and that's okay if yours is a variation on it. That's why we give the several options for modifying, and then it all boils down to how it feels in your body, right? Good, so getting those wrists mobile, getting those muscles engaged. Nice job, you guys. All right, where's Bill when we need him to count, right? All right, yeah. We'll go ahead, shake those out as you're ready. And again, if one of those arms or hands gets a little tired and fatigued, you can give it a little massage in there. Just kind of start to work it a little bit, just so it feels good in your body. Okay, we are moving right along. So now we're gonna do finger opposition or thumb opposition. So taking the thumb, and I'm gonna show the audience at home, but we're pressing the finger pads against each other, right? Just like that. And then open. And now, yeah, so Lou, if you're working with yours and your hand's a little tighter, you can just kind of start to get in at the base of the fingers too. So maybe starting from the thumb and the pinky, and then ring finger and pinky, just start to loosen up more towards the base of the joints. Yeah, thanks, good. Yeah, so if you're having a hard time opening the hand fully, you can just focus on getting the joints a little closer and then opening them up, right? So a lot of different variations. If your hand is unable to fully open, you can always just work the other hand too, right? So you can still go thumb finger to pinky, and then thumb finger to ring finger, thumb finger to middle finger, and thumb finger to pointer finger. Good. So wherever you're at, keep the breath moving. They may be smaller muscles, but they can tire just as easily. Your hands can really start to tire out after some of these exercises. Exactly. Working them? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. All right, one more set wherever you're at. Pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, and pointer finger. Nice job. Woo. And then again, feel free to kind of just massage a little bit. Nice. Hope everyone at home is doing okay. Same thing, whatever you need, feel free to give a little massage or rotation, just loosen up those muscles. All right, we are moving into the last one for our hands and fingers. So you can do both hands, you can do one hand, you can help one hand assist, or we're just gonna clench everything as tight as it'll go. Nice, and then open up as wide as it'll go. There you go. Yep, exactly. So if your hand is clenched and you're working to help expand it, you're going to get that other hand in there and really try to open it up. Good. And then once you do that, back again. And just keep moving again at your own pace. And if you want, you can get your hands in between one another and then even squeeze maybe there. That's an option I've never given, but now that we're working together, right? If you guys can get your fingers in between one another, then you can still squeeze together and then try to open, right? Squeeze and then open. Yeah, perfect. There you go. Yep, exactly like that. And then squeeze everything. Yep. Yes, nice. There you go. So again, you guys, even as we go through this, we figure out new options, we figure out different ways to modify. So it's really about just paying attention to what your body needs and what your body is capable of. Nice. Keep that breath moving. Yeah, I can see that through the mask. You're holding your breath. All right, a couple more just like that. Nice job. Let's do one more for good measure. Nice job. Take a breath. All right, and for everyone at home, let's take a nice deep breath. We'll go ahead and clear that out. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. So good, you guys. I'm going to head back to the chair so you can see me while we do the core and the leg exercises. If you need, get a sip of water, rehydrate, and we'll keep going. All right. You doing good, Lou? All right. Thank you, sir. It's good to have the feedback that you guys are offering as well. So. What? There you go. I appreciate it. We're just figuring it out, right? All right. So now we're going to move on to core and legs. So with the core, you always have the option of resting your spine back, but to engage the core and to activate it a little bit more, you want to keep that trunk forward and upright. Now, you can always take a break, you can modify as you need, but if you engage the low belly here, lift the chest gently, and then just keep that whole spine active here. So we'll start with our legs, and we're just going to start by trying to straighten those legs as best as possible, both sides. There you go. Good. Now keep that low belly engaged. Try to keep that spine active. Yep. And it's going to look a little different on every side, right? Maybe one leg is super high up and straight. Maybe this other one's just trying to get up off the ground. That's okay. Nice job. Just doing what you can. If you just want to focus on one leg too, you can do that, right? So really activating that thigh, maybe using your other hand to assist a little bit. Omar's here for you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We're getting to that point of the day where people start leaving, you guys. So I'm going to keep teaching, but we're going to have some participants heading out here and there. So, but everyone at home, go ahead, keep going. Lou, you did awesome. Nice job. Yeah, thank you. We'll see you again. Oh yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. All right. All right, sir. Have a wonderful one. Yeah, thank you.
All right, good seeing you.
Yeah, you too, Lou. I'm going to keep on keeping on. Exactly. That's what we're trying to do. Moving here. And everyone at home has just been watching me do this for the last 20 minutes, so it's fine. Get that shoulder going. All right, so if you guys are still doing these exercises at home, we've been doing them for a long time now. So go ahead, give them a rest. It's totally fine. Yeah. All right, so do you need help with that bag? Yeah. So for those of you at home, hang tight. I'll be back in a second. What? Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye. You're welcome. Thank you. You too. All right, you guys. And for those of you at home, just come on back and we'll get right into our next leg exercise. So we're going to straighten the leg and then we're going to get into some rotation here. Good. So feel free to get that ankle rotating as well. Want to make sure the core stays active. Spine is long and lifted. If you need to, take a little break because then we're going to turn around and do that same leg but in an opposite direction. Okay, so change that rotation. Know that you've got options. You can always bend the knee if you want to lighten the load a little bit. You can lean back so that your spine is relaxed, more supported. Whatever feels best in your body. So go ahead, take a breather, rest that leg. Now we'll switch to the other side, right? So straighten that leg as best as you can, and then we'll get going with some rotation. Nice job, you guys. Maybe you're moving up the hip, maybe the ankle joints. Good. You can always bend that knee if you need it to be a little lighter. Good, and then go ahead, take a rest here, relax that leg, because we're going to do it one more time in the opposite direction. Nice job. So whichever direction you were going, just go ahead and switch it. Good. You can also hold on to the seat beneath you. Maybe you're leaning back and supported. If you are leaning back, though, still make sure to engage that low belly, right? You're staying active for the whole time. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, come on back to seated. We are doing so good. So we're going to turn to the side though now, and I'm going to show you some heel raises. Good. So wherever you're at, you want your knees to be bent at about a 90-degree angle, and then we're working on lifting those heels up. Right, so pushing the toes down and lifting the heels up. And actually, so that you guys can hear me a little bit more, all of my participants have left the room, so I'm going to go ahead and take this mask off so you guys can hear me for now. If someone comes back in the room, we'll put the mask back on. Go ahead, push those toes down, lift those heels up, and relax. Good. Toes down, heels up, and let it go. And again, a couple different options here. Maybe you go one at a time, alternating which foot you're working. Good. Maybe you're just using one foot and focusing on that. Or you also have the option, if you want a little bit more resistance, you can place your hands right on the knees and pull make sure you stay hydrated at home. Okay, so this next one, we want to come back with a nice upright core, muscles engaged, everything activated here, and then we're going to start with marches. So lifting those knees up one at a time. And this is definitely one where if your balance is really strong and you're used to doing things standing, you could always stand up while holding on to something, maybe a railing or a sturdy door handle, just something at the back of the couch, something that's nice and sturdy so you can hold on to while you lift those legs up. Maybe you're just focusing on one leg and you're using one hand to assist. Right, a couple different options. And of course, you can always lean that spine back for a little bit of support while you lift those legs. Nice job, you guys. All right, so good. Okay, we are going to move on. We have 2 left, and they're definitely a little bit more challenging, but that's okay. I think we're up for it. So I'm going to turn this whole chair just so these don't get in the way, but then you should still be able to see me here. So the full expression that we want is spine lifted, arms up, and then legs up, right? So this is called a core hold. So we're really engaging the front of our abdominals here, but the back of your spine is supporting your body as well. You don't want to be hunched or rounding forward. Chest lifted, arms up, legs up. Good. Keep that breath moving, and then know you have a couple options here. You can take it to one leg. Maybe you're just keeping the chest lifted while lifting one. Maybe you alternate. Good. Or if you have the back to the chair, you can lean back, but make sure that chest is still lifted. Just offering a little bit more support, and then lift the legs up. Good. You should really feel it in the low belly here. Nothing should be pinching or any pain in the low back. Oh, and I forgot one other option as well. If you want to kick the legs up and have a little bit, just the hands over here, right? You can bring your arms down and hold while you lift the legs. Good. So again, full expression, arms out, spine long, legs lifted, and then maybe you come down, right? You can hold this for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds if you're really going for it, or you can do reps, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Nice job, you guys. You are doing so good with this. I hope you guys are all hanging in there. So we are going to move on from core holds. We are going to go ahead and do bicycles. So it's a similar motion. I'm going to stay in this posture. Spine is long, arms are lifted, legs are up, and now I'm going to start to pedal my bike. Whoops, there you go. And my legs are moving here. Depending on your chair, it might slope back a little bit, so even more important to keep that core engaged. Legs are moving as if I'm pedaling the bicycle, right? Good, and again, several options. You could just pedal with one leg. You can alternate. You want to go back to both, but maybe give your hands some support. And then, of course, you always have the option of leaning all the way back and having your spine supported. But even if your spine is supported, you want to make sure that your muscles are active. You don't want to slouch in the chair. You don't want any compression in the low back. So keep your spine long and continue to pedal. Nice job, you guys. You're doing so good. I'll go back to full expression. Really make sure you're breathing as we move these bigger muscles and start to build some heat. We're going to make sure that we want to get enough oxygen into the muscles. And we'll take a rest. Nice job, you guys. You're doing so good. All right, I'm going to turn back to face you. Taking a sip of water. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to our eye muscles, right? So no different. We talk about those quite a bit, but no different than core holds, leg muscles, engaging the thighs or the biceps. Your eye muscles and your facial muscles are no different. You need to make sure you keep them active, keep them engaged. If they're starting to get fatigued, they can rest. But you really want to make sure you're focusing on strength and endurance with those muscles as well. Right? So in order to look left to right, up to down, even blink the eyes, you need the eye muscles. So if you follow along, I'll go ahead and guide you through this. However, rule of thumb, eyes always follow the thumb. Right? Eyes always follow the thumb. So with this first one, thumb comes straight out, eyes fixate on the thumb, my head stays still as I start to move the thumb in big circles. So I want my eyes moving all the way up and around. Good. Keep the breath moving, smooth and steady. Keep that head stable while the eyes move. You really want to stretch them to the far corners of the sockets here. Nice work, you guys. And then when we're ready to rest, we bring that thumb back to center, close the eyes, and release the hand. Good. So again, no different than any of the other muscles in the body. They need the time to rest and reset before you start back up again. So closing the eyes will help to do that. Give your arm a little rest. And then when we go back for the second set, we're going to do the exact same thing, except turn our thumb in the opposite direction. So again, I'll lead you through it. Bring that thumb straight out. Open the eyes. Eyes stay on the thumb. Thumb begins to move. So I'm going counterclockwise now. Good. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Head stays stable, but the eyes follow the thumb. Really stretching the eyes in all directions. Nice job, you guys. Let's do one more big one here. And then we're going to come back to center and give those eyes another rest. So go ahead, close the eyes, release the thumb. Nice job, you guys. You are doing so good. So again, allow those eye muscles to relax and reset. And then the next one, when we go ahead, we're going to keep our thumb and our eyes steady, but move the head around. Give it another rest here, maybe take a breath in and a breath out, and then bring that thumb back up, and we'll start again. So go ahead, open the eyes, and now this time we're going to keep our eyes on the thumb and move the head side to side. Nice job. Keep those eyes fixed. Thumb is not moving, and you're just rotating left to right, getting your eyes to the very corners of each side of the sockets as you move that head left to right. Nice job, you guys. Keep the breath moving. Do one more each side. Come back to center and reset. Go ahead, close those eyes, shake out that hand. You guys are doing so good. Hopefully you're still hanging in there. We've got one more set of the eye exercises. It's going to be very similar to what we just did. Instead of moving side to side, we're going to go up and down. So again, go ahead, bring that thumb out, open the eyes, and this time nodding up and down. Right? Taking the chin up, dropping it down. You guys are doing really good with this. Keep the breath moving. Nice job. Really let those eyes get to the top of the sockets and then the bottom. Moving the head around the eyeballs. So good, guys. One more each direction. And come back to center. Close the eyes, release the hand. Oh, nice job, you guys. So with your eyes closed, go ahead and take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice, nice job, you guys. All right, go ahead, open those eyes. Feel free to take a sip of water here. We're about to get into our mouth exercises, and those can definitely get a little bit dry and tired. So make sure you hydrate before we begin. All right. Okay. So as much as I love the classic rock, I keep forgetting how sometimes the songs go a little bit longer. That's okay. We're still grooving. Like Lou said before I left, we're moving, we're grooving, we're still going with it. You can see our Colorado flag in the background. Welcome to Easterseals Colorado. And we are going to finish off with mouth exercises. You guys are doing so good. Hopefully you're hanging in there. I know for me it feels great to be back in the facility. I'm going to be popping in and out the next couple of weeks. And then I think we'll be back in here full time about the middle of September. So hopefully you guys continue to join us with all of this. And yeah, we'll keep offering these as long as you guys are participating. So let's go ahead and start with a little mouth massage, right? So no different than like shoulders or a forearm, right? You sometimes need to give those muscles a little bit of a release, right? Let the tension out, kind of loosen up the cheeks, maybe even get right around where the jaw attaches to the ear. Just let all that go. Good. So this first exercise we're going to do is opening our mouth really wide and then relaxing. Ready? So it's going to look like this. And then relaxing. And closing. Good. So let's do about 10 of those. Good. Really trying to get your mouth as wide open as possible, really stretching the tissues, activating those muscles. So good, you guys. You're doing awesome. We're starting this week off really well. All right, so the next one is always my favorite, smiling. So we're going to take the corners of our mouth and pull them up to our cheeks, and then cheeks up to the eyes, right? So it should be a nice broad expanding through the mouth here, and then relax. Corners go up, and then relax. If you need to use a hand or two to assist, right, depending on which side you're working on, you can always guide that mouth up. Good, and then let it relax. Nice job, you guys. Keep it going, couple more big smiles. And last one. Nice job, you guys. All right, the next one that we're gonna move on to, we're still gonna smile, but we're gonna pair it with the puckers, right? So like we're kissing. So you wanna go ahead, smile, and then it's almost like you're taking all that tissue and all those muscles in the opposite direction and puckering your lips forward, right? Kissing noise is optional. So big smile, and then pucker. Big smile, and pucker. Big smile, and pucker. Good. Feel those muscles pull back as you take a big smile, and then push everything forward. Shoving those lips forward, activating those muscles. Good. Big smile, and pucker. Big smile, and pucker. Nice job, you guys. So good with that. And let's see. Our next one I will explain first before I show, because I can't do them both at the same time. But I'm going to seal my lips, puff my cheeks up with air, just like a blowfish, and then I'm going to try and move the air from side to side. So it looks like this. Good, and the important part is to keep those lips sealed, right? You don't want to try and let any air come out. Now, if you're just using one hand to shift the air from side to side, it'll look like this. Nice job, you guys. Keep it up. You're doing so good. Really try to fill those cheeks with air as much as possible. And keep going side to side. So good, you guys. If you need to take a break in between any of these exercises, feel free, right? Take a sip of water, maybe loosen up the jaw, give it a little bit of a massage, however it feels best for you. I'm gonna take a sip of water right now. Okay, this next one, I always gotta lick my lips for it. We're gonna do some lip smacks. So pull those lips as tight together as possible, and then smack them wide open, right? Pull the lips together, and then smack them open. Nice job, you guys. We'll do about 10. Let's keep going. Ooh, that one echoes in the room, Bill. Nice, couple more, just like that, you guys. Feel like it's just echoing all around me. One last good one. Oh, that was a dud. Let's try one more time. There we go. We'll end strong. All right, so the next two, we're gonna focus on tongue exercises. So the important part with those is that the tongue stays controlled, right? So this first one, we're gonna go side to side. So you wanna get to the corners of the mouth, right? Good. Now, if you can speed it up, but if you go faster and your tongue goes out of control and it starts going in different directions, just slow it down, right? It's not the speed that's important, it's the control and the direction. So if you can do that fast, that's fine, but if not, just slow it back down again. Nice job, you guys. So good. The next one is going to be very similar, except we're going to take the tongue and go up and down. So reaching it up towards your nose and then down towards the chin, right? And again, if you can speed it up, feel free. But as you can see, I can't go up and down very fast. I can way better side to side, so that's okay. Just slow it down. And keep it nice and controlled. So good, you guys. You are doing awesome. We have 2 left. So I'm definitely going to take a sip before this next one because it's always the hardest. But what I want to do is gently bite my tongue. So taking my teeth and just, lightly clamping down on the tongue. And then I'm going to swallow while holding onto the tongue. So it's going to look something like this. And it's definitely a little tricky, so play with it, practice it. If you need to take a break, feel free. Nice job. This is always the hardest one for me, so if it's the same thing for you, just go ahead, take a breather, reset, and then do a couple more. Nice job, you guys. One more for good measure. Let's finish that one out. Awesome job. You're doing so good. All right, we made it to the last one. So we are going to alternate frowns and then swallowing, right? So we're gonna take a big frown here and then swallow. Let's keep going. And this is the same one as the smiling, where if you need a little assistance moving one side of the mouth or both, you can use your hands, right? So maybe taking your thumb and your pointer finger and just pulling it down gently and then swallowing. Nice job, you guys. So good. We made it to the end. So I'm gonna have a sip of water. And then, as we always do, let's go ahead, finish out with a couple deep breaths just to finish off our exercises here. Really allow them to be some pretty deep cleansing breaths, right? So inhale big, pull in the fresh air, pull in the cleansing breath, and then open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Good, 2 more, just like that. Deep breath in, big breath out. And last one, big breath in, and a big breath out. Nice job, you guys, you did so good. Way to make it to the end. Thank you for joining us as we came live from the facility today. We'll be back here again tomorrow. And yeah, we hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Keep moving, keep breathing, take care of yourselves and each other. And hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for morning mindfulness. And then again tomorrow afternoon, 1:30 rehabilitative strengthening. So have a wonderful evening, you guys. We will see you next time. Thanks.